Okay, so for number one, explain to yourself in your own words what are the key takeaways from the video. So basically, the video was discussing what control system engineers do. So to give a rundown, it basically starts, of course, with the client or the company requesting a system, and the control systems engineer then works with a team of engineers in developing the system. And of course, the control engineer would be handling the controls aspect. So this generally involves a series of designing, implementing, and testing. And it isn't solely about creating algorithms, but the control systems engineer has a very versatile role. So they can also be, or they can also act as a programmer by creating the codes based on the models they created and whatnot. And also, basically these control systems engineer they're really involved in every process throughout the development process, which is something I find really interesting. And was the video helpful in giving you more understanding of the subject? Why or why not? The video was definitely helpful because although we were already exposed, especially from the previous experiments, on what control systems are, I didn't really have quite an idea yet on how they work in real world applications, especially when it comes to a job and other stuff, like how they work with a team, how they work in a company. So this video gave me an idea on how they work in these real world settings and how they deal with real world problems. And as a future engineer, what are some interesting insights you did, or what are some interesting insights you gained from the topic? So, what really took my interest was when I realized that control systems engineers have a very versatile role. So, aside from creating algorithms or creating these block diagrams or systems, they can also be the ones doing the coding. They also take on the role of programmers, and that's something I find really interesting. And as a future engineer who also wishes to engage in the biomedical field, I find it quite I'm quite curious if these programming applications or the control system engineers in biomedical fields would also be they would also program or code several commands and whatnot that are related to biomedical devices. And yeah, that's all.